20 years ago, there was a young girl who was a talented ballet dancer. Her mother was very proud of her and had ambitions that someday her daughter would become a famous ballerina. So ballet was literally this girl's entire life, and her mother supported her, and they both thought that one day this would become such a huge career for her. However, one day, unfortunately, she was diagnosed with a very serious illness. She got extremely sick, and the doctors told her that she had less than a year to live. And as the months went by, her mother tried to make her as comfortable as possible, but as expected, the girl's condition worsened. Soon, she was unable to walk or even stand and had to spend most of her time lying in bed. One night, the mother was downstairs watching television when she heard bumping noises coming from her daughter's room. Now, obviously, this was weird for her to hear because her daughter was bedridden and couldn't move and was so sick, so why was she hearing all this noise up in her daughter's bedroom? She raced up the stairs, opened the bedroom door, and was shocked to see that her sickly daughter was out of bed and was moving around her room. Not only was she just moving around the room, she was jumping up and down, she was dancing, she was spinning all over the place like she would usually spin in ballet. It almost looked like she was completely healthy again, and her mother was just standing in her room looking at her in shock. She performed all these beautiful leaps and pirouettes. So the mother quickly grabbed her camera and started taking photos of her daughter dancing around the room. Marveling at her daughter's miraculous recovery, the mother snapped picture after picture until the camera was out of film. And in the end, the girl finished in an arabesque position. And this is the position if you guys didn't know. So the mother started giving her this giant applause. She was so happy to see her daughter dancing again. But when she looked at her daughter's face, she suddenly stopped clapping. The girl's eyes were closed and her face was deathly pale. And suddenly her daughter collapsed in a heap on the floor. The ballet girl was rushed to the hospital, and the doctors told her mom that she had passed away. The doctor said that basically her ballet dancing was probably too much for her weak heart to take. She had literally danced herself to death, and her mother was inconsolable. After the funeral, the mother took the pictures to be developed. And when she got them back, she was flipping through all the photos, looking at her daughter dancing, feeling all of these wonderful memories come back to her. But suddenly, as she looked at the pictures more closely, her hands started shaking and she could feel her heartbeat start to race in her chest. She immediately dropped all of the photos on the ground. The photos revealed that the entire time her daughter was dancing around her bedroom, performing all of her usual ballet moves, there was this ghostly green hand clutching the back of her head, pulling her back and forth and forcing her to dance.